All right, everyone, it's 6 p.m. Bring this meeting to order for the June 25th, 2026 work session agenda. Next item is electronic participation, but everyone is present, so I think that is needed. Next is roll call. Marjorie Austin.
Here.
Larry Tuning. Here. Lana Courtney.
Here.
Beth Justice.
Here.
Robbie Wilson is here. All right, for able, stand for the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next item is the review and adoption of the agenda. Anybody have any questions you want to add to the agenda? No? If so, then go ahead and adopt it by roll call, correct?
Yes, we need a motion and a second. I'll make a motion to approve as presented. Second.
All right, roll call. Dawson?
Yes.
Mr. Tunin? Yes. Ms. Courtney?
Yes.
Ms. Justice?
Yes.
And Robbie Wilson says yes. All right, next is the approval of the minutes for the June 11th, 2026 meeting as presented. Good.
June 11th.
Yeah, June 11th.
I'll make a motion to approve the June 11th regular meeting minutes as presented.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All right, voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, rolling on. We have public comment number 1. Everyone signed up? Thank you, ma'am. We have 3 tonight. Thank y'all for signing up. I moved the podium over here so everyone can see each other. You don't feel like everybody's behind your back. First up is Mr. Mayo.
One over here, sir.
Thank you.
That's why you can see it.
Okay. William Mayo, 320 right behind Avenue. I didn't know at the last meeting, when I got home and read the second on Friday, that you want to raise golf cart to 25, 35. I don't think it's necessary. We started out 4 or 5 years ago. I think that's right. We started out having 12, 14 carts. Now we got 70, I guess. Pretty close. And that's a gimme. That's money that people like to come to town. They like golf carts. And this is a golf cart town. We don't need to keep raising taxes. I don't care what it's on. It's coming into my pocket. I'm retired for 26 years. I haven't had a raise in 26 years. And it's hard to do what you want to do and still pay taxes. I don't think we need to raise golf carts. That's just my feeling, but
Mr. Mayo?
Which is what.
I can't try to.
And for the record, this is William Mayo. And what's your address, Mr. Mayo?
320 right behind
320 Rappahannock.
No, watch this one, please.
All right, next up is Mr. Riles.
I thought that was the sign-up sheet, so I don't know.
Okay, all right, moving on. Mr. Gobush. And for the record, can you state your name and your physical address?
So, okay. Matt Gobush, I'm at 110 Watling Street here in Urbanna, and just want to take a moment. I hope this is in order. It's prior to, I think, your closed meeting where you'll be selecting 2 members to join as town council members on a temporary basis. And I just wanted to, if I could, speak to an email that I shared with you, Robbie, today and with others on council. First, just indicating that I'd be honored to be considered for a temporary appointment. Very much like to work with you going forward on this on kind of a temporary basis. and help where I can in any way, because I know there's quite a lot of work to do, and we're short-handed. And so I'd like to do what I can to help with that. I also feel, frankly, it's a duty, probably because my wife and I, our children have lived here for 20 years. This town's given us a lot. I want to get something back and serve in some way that I can. I also think it's important to have a town business owner's perspective on the council, and especially when we're considering taxes and the Marina Bridge, which is really important, and new town administrator. That's an important, I think, perspective that I think I can speak to as a business owner here in town. I also, frankly, want to make sure that this whole transition runs smoothly. This is a kind of extraordinary period in governance for this town, and I want to do what I can to help ensure that we maintain the trust of everyone in the town as we go through this period, and that we kind of successfully bridge, presumably to a new council under your leadership, probably given the fact that you're unopposed, and I'd like to work with you on that. Thank you very much for putting me in touch with Andrea. It was very helpful in kind of clarifying some questions about the process that's going on today. Wasn't entirely clear on it. Now I am, I think. And that essentially you'll be picking 2 seats, both of which are temporary, but they're a little different. And one is to fill Mary's seat, which, as I understand, expires in 2026, this year, at the end of the year. And the other is to fill your seat, Robbie, which is due to expire in 2028. And therefore, that second seat, your seat, is one that would require a special election, presumably, to fill. And personally, I'd like to just ask for you to consider me for that second seat, the special election seat, in part because that whole process is a little tricky. And I want to ensure that that also goes very smoothly, and that we ensure that we, again, maintain the trust of everyone in town and how this whole process is underway. And I'm committed to kind of ensuring that. I think I can in that position. I'd also suggest that, given that we do have this extraordinary situation where we have an election in November, and that several candidates for the temporary position today are candidates in the general election, I just want to say that I chose not to run in the general election because, frankly, I think it's important that election be free and fair, and that there's no advantage given to anyone who's running in November for the available seat that may be appointed to a temporary seat and have the advantage of incumbency. And that's something that I deliberately passed by, not to run for that in the general election, in part because I want to, again, ensure this is a smooth and a process that everyone is comfortable with in town. So with that, I just wanted to thank you for your consideration, and hopefully I look forward to working with you. Thanks.
Privilege. All right, our next item is a closed meeting. Typically, when it's not hot out, usually everyone goes outside here, but we don't want to do that to you all tonight. It's hot, so we're going to run up to the town hall real quick, do it in the air conditioning. We'll be right back. So you all hang tight. Give us 15, 20 minutes.
Robbie,
Yes, ma'am.
we should be able to use the conference room on the other side of the truck.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that makes a shorter commute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hurry up.
Wait, you didn't go into closed meeting.
Oh, yes, right.
You mean, right, yeah, close it. Good thing you're here. She'll turn it on.
All right, we have to make a motion. I can go ahead and do that myself, right?
Yep.
I move that the Town of Urbana Town Council convene a closed meeting in accordance with section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia to discuss and consider the interim appointments of 2 members of the Town Council pursuant to section 24.228 of the Code of Virginia, the names of the proposed appointees having been announced in open session. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do a roll call. Ms. Austin?
Yes.
Mr. Tunin?
Yes.
Ms. Courtney? Ms. Justice?
Yes.
And Robbie Wilkie says yes. All right, we'll be right back.
Mark, do you know where it is? The room? Or do you want me to?
Robbie.
The room, do you know where it is?
No. there a motion to reconvene in open session and certify that only the matters that were identified in the motion to go into closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered?
So moved.
Second.
And if each of you would individually so certify.
I so certify.
I so certify.
I so certify.
I certify.
I so certify.
Now the record.
All right. So we'll go ahead and now.
Or do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead and explain.
So just to follow up on Mr. Gobush's comment, the Mary Hanson position expires on December 31st of this year because that's the end of her term. The Robbie Wilson position, there will be a special election in November, and whoever wins the special election will then qualify, and that person, the person appointed tonight for Robbie's position would then most likely go away in November, because once someone else is elected and qualified, then that person no longer serves. And there will be a period of time to register to run for the special election if anyone is done one.
All right.
Am I correct, the special election, the portion of it is just for 2 years?
Yes, it is just for the remainder of Robbie's term until 2028. Thank you.
So if somebody specifically says we're running for the special election, that means we'll be on for 2 years and then we'll have to run again.
Right.
And with that, I'd like to go ahead and announce, I'll make a movement to move to adopt resolution 2026-13 announcing Martha Lowe and Richard Bruce Murray to fill the unexpired term.
And which term is each? Which position?
Ms. Lowe would be the Ms. Hanson's position expiring December 31st, 26, and Mr. Murray would be the special election position. And with that, do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call. Ms. Austin?
Yes.
Mr. Tunick?
Yes.
Ms. Fortney?
Yes.
Ms. Justice?
Yes.
And Robbie Wilson is a yes. All right.
So if I understand, Mr. Murray, he's not on the
Robbie
ballot,
did.
is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. So I don't know what they're he's not on the ballot 2 months in November.
All right. Next item is public hearing on a budget amendment. Jerry, can you click on item 10 so that 10A should come pop right on Adobe there so that everybody can see it on the screen? What do you want me to hit? Click on the table of contents there where it says public hearing and action resolution 10A,
On the agenda.
the agenda right there. So I want y'all to see this table. Because it's
Can y'all see it?
rotate the screen slightly.
Go back to the main page on the agenda and then go to 10A and click on A. Can you guys see this? Can't? What's wrong with it? Too far away?
I've got the agenda up here.
Okay.
I don't understand what you're telling me to do.
10A, you should be able to click on this.
Okay, right here.
Yeah.
Just hit this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Next page. All right. So this is a budget amendment to make, basically to bring the numbers correct with purchase of town hall. As you all know, we purchased town hall with a combination of money that we received from, Jerry, can you make that bigger? Zoom in a little plus size. Yeah, right there. So we purchased, I'll start at the top. We purchased town hall, this is the expenses. We'll start there. We purchased town hall for $618,275.75. We spent an additional $13,213.36 moving in. We then got a bit of a discount. The next item down is rent. because we had budgeted $40,000 in rent, but we only spent 24. So we take away 15,580 from our running total here on expenses. We're now at 615, and we are adding an additional $30,000 as a financial contingency fund for items that come up at the end of the year, as far as cleaning up the legal work from the purchase of the town hall. So that brings our net expenditure to 645,909.11. Right there, it's right above the revenue line. Now, to pay for this all, the way this works is you have to budget it in paper on both sides. The SLFRF ARPA grant is what I call COVID money, 239, 659, 92. We had 239, 513, 74 from the sale of town hall. The next item, the third item down on the expenditure line is a little bit interesting. With the previous town hall, we had budgeted that we were going to receive income from the front of that building. But remember, we were only using the back. The front was a medical office. Because we didn't stay there all year, we ended up taking a $43,800 loss on that. So to balance this, and this was part of the original plan, we're going to use $152,315.45 out of savings, and then an additional $28,220 out of the savings for the rental shortfall, which brings the total use of the reserve fund to $185,35.45. Now, if we add the $30,000 for the financial contingency fund, again, that's a budget item. We're not sure we're going to spend that much. That brings our total use of our savings for this past year to $210,535.45. Does that make sense? I went through it very quickly.
You might explain if you can't fix it.
Yeah, we can't fix this later. So this is us bringing in on paper the money that has already been used for the town hall purchase. It just has to be imported into the budget.
And so if there's extra money in this amendment, then it just goes back into.
Yeah, it stays in our savings account. In addition, if we run, at the end of the year, she budgets the money or the budget is kind of a whole. So, if we have surplus income in other places, the actual use of our savings is not going to be quite what's forecasted here. But this amendment here of 2025 or 2026-12 on the next page explains it out, and they're go to vote on. Anybody have any questions? That's a lot, but
So it's all tied into COVID.
it's the town hall purchase.
Yeah, and that wasn't in budget.
We did. We had a resolution that was done in 2025 to bring this COVID and old town hall money into the budget. But because we didn't execute that purchase, we never got executed. So now on the COVID money and the proceeds of town hall, that's us doing the same item over again.
But we used the money for that too.
We did.
Yes.
We spent the money. We just need to make it pull it into the budget so the budget balances for you.
I got it.
Yeah.
Audit. Any other questions?
And it was known that this would have to be done. I think that Ted was just waiting for all of the numbers to come in so that we could be sure it was a comprehensive amendment.
We have a budget hearings.
Yes, they opened the public
All
hearing.
right. Now, at this time, we'll open a public hearing. Anybody would like to speak, and there was no sign-up sheet for it, Michelle. If anybody would like to speak on this hearing, welcome to come to the podium. All right. Go ahead and close the public hearing. Last chance. All right. Well, do roll call vote. First, we have to have a motion to adopt. Go ahead and make the motion to adopt resolution 2026-012 for the amendment of the fiscal year 25-26 budget.
So moved.
All right, roll call vote.
Second.
Second.
All right, second by Ms. Justice. Any more further discussion?
No.
All right, roll call. Ms. Austin?
Yes.
Mr. Jewett?
Yes.
Ms. Courtney?
Yes.
Ms. Justice?
Yes.
Robbie Wilson is a yes. All right. Next is the presentation of ordinance 626. It's item 10B, Jerry. Because this ordinance is a schedule of fees. I have it here on the screen in a second. Court codified the proposed changes in fees and tax rates. The affected rates are the golf cart license, minimum usage fee for residential in-town customers, the meals tax, and the personal property rate. Present the next page, Gary. Show you the rates here. This first table shows a percentage of change on these rates. As you see, the meals tax is probably one of the bigger items revenue-wise. It's going up 1%. There's a increase in the golf cart decals. Food pass is going up slightly. The bi-monthly in-town minimum usage rate on the water is going up by 10% from 54.71 to 60%. That is being done in part because of our previous attempts to get federal funding, and they said our rates were too diverse between in and out of town. The spend reconnect fees are going up slightly. Meter installs changing. And that's about it.
You just introduced it and then open the public hearing.
So this time, to open public hearing again, for you all to comment on this. Anyone interested? All right, well, we're going to close the public hearing. All right. Make a motion.
Bring it back. Yeah.
We did make a motion to adopt this ordinance 626 that codifies the proposed changes in taxes and fees as presented.
So moved.
And a second.
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion?
Yeah. I don't think since I've been on council, I ever voted for real estate tax.
There is no real estate tax.
There is.
No,
You want personal property?
no, it's the real estate tax rate.
No, it's the personal property is the same. The real estate tax
You get real estate.
is going up. Yes, that's correct. It's going up 2 cents. With that impact.
That's correct. Okay.
I'm sorry, Larry.
That's okay. It's all right. 2015, we lowered the real estate rate by 1 cent because of all the gizmos that were going on with the lawsuit, and the town raised taxes because we were going to have this lawsuit that was going to cost us millions and millions of dollars. Well, that stopped, and actually probably should have been a 5 cent reduction in taxes, but it wasn't. And I lobbied hard, and we got 1 cent for reduction. That was 2015, a long time ago. I'm voting for it this year because I think it's time that we do get that penny back anyway. Most of the people who have been getting the advantage of that penny weren't even here when the situation occurred with the lawsuit. So that's the one penny. We're looking at $12,500 is what a penny equates to. So this is $25,000. I do think it's time that we raise the rate. And I've been, pretty deliberate not doing it over the years, fighting not to do it. But I think it's time.
And I will add that we originally, to make the budget balance, we were looking at a 4 cent increase. We were able to knock that down by 2 cents by increasing food tax by 1%. So that is hopefully shifting some of the burden off of the residents in town and bringing in a little bit of money that we have with a pretty robust restaurant business here in town of Urbanna.
Yeah, and the water rates go up on a scheduled basis, and that was set up by councils a couple councils ago, to get that moving.
That situation was that our rates were so low. Somebody might help me out here. our rate was so low that we couldn't get federal funding
Correct.
Yes,
to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
Because we weren't keeping up with times. So we decided to gradually raise it up every year rather than have a massive raise. So that's what's happening. Am I correct?
yes.
All right, and with that, we had a second. We can go ahead and vote via roll call, please. All right, Ms. Austin,
Yes.
Mr. Tunin,
Yes.
Ms. Courtney,
No.
and Ms. Justice.
No.
And I am a yes. 3-2. All right. Next item of new business, Resolution 2026-07, Budget Approval and Appropriation. So as presented, you all have your brief here. If you'd like, I can read it out. Outlining the overall budget. This is the same information that I presented at the budget presentation. I believe it was 2 meetings ago. Nothing has changed between now and then. That was the final budget. So I'm recommending that we go ahead and adopt this budget, 2026-27 budget as presented this evening, which reflects the proposal submitted to the public hearing, as well as the appropriation authorization and carryover.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I mean, approving this budget that includes these increases.
Yes, well, the increases have already been approved. Right. To the budget expenditure. Okay.
All right. With that, we have a roll call vote. Ms. Austin?
Yes.
Mr. Tunin?
Yes.
Ms. Courtney?
Yes.
And Ms. Justice?
Yes.
And Robbie Wilson, I'm a yes. All right. Next item, election of a vice mayor. There is currently no vice mayor since I was the vice mayor and now I am the mayor. So, in the case of my absence, we need to select someone to be the vice mayor for the remainder of 2026. There's no fiscal impact on this, and we really do need to pick someone. So, with that, much as like I did with me, I guess we'll go to discuss it. Any suggestions?
Larry.
We don't need a second for nomination. So there's been one nomination.
Yes.
Are there any other nominations?
I was going to nominate Ms. Austin, but
Oh,
Okay. Any other nominations? So you vote on the nominations in the order in which they were made. The first vote will be on Mr. Chigney for vice mayor.
all right, roll call on Mr. Tunin. Ms. Austin?
yes.
You can't vote for yourself. right?
He's trying, he
No,
can
I'm
vote,
not
he can vote for himself.
Well, then I'll say no.
Ms. Gordon?
Yes.
I think you got it. I'll say yes also.
So then that's the end. You don't get to the second vote.
Okay. All right,
Good deal.
public comment number 2.
And our new vice mayor.
Do we have anybody on board for second comment?
Billy, Billy Mayor, did you want to say something?
Yeah, but I don't think I done with that.
Okay.
No one? You want to be on the board?
You can come.
I like when you come and talk.
All right, I'll put full name in.
I'm doing it just for fun. Don't get mad.
You can never.
William Mayo, 320 Round House Avenue. I'm gonna rebuttal what Larry said. When we had that suit years ago down the hill, they raised taxes 6 cents. Larry, this is hard, got 1 cent back. So that 5 cents, they still get it. They've been getting it for years, but nobody thinks of it. I know I was there, Larry was there, nobody else was there. Oh, she was there. So, that's all I think.
Thank you, Billy.
for clarifying.
Really? Anyone else? All right, council announcements and requests. Call each one individually. Chance to talk. Ms. Austin.
I really have nothing but to thank everybody for coming. Those of you that volunteered to fill empty seats, we definitely appreciate that and look forward to working with you. That's what I have tonight.
All right, Mr. Chin.
Andrew Waller came to Urbanna. He's a author, and Dr. Busto did his John Mitchell talk to a number of citizens, and to him, I attended that. One of the things that came up was on the map, whether we had insurance or not. I immediately looked into it, help Shell and others. We do have insurance for $575,000. There is some indication that maybe we need to have it appraised again, because it's been 10 years since it was appraised, to see if we need to have more insurance. The only other thing I did was a young lady from 250, photographer, came to town. I think she knows you, Robbie, I forget her name. She was taking photographs of the 6 colonial buildings that we have for something for the state, and I took her around and walked off. She photographed those buildings. That's all right.
Cool.
Myself, I continue to act as the town administrator. I've got a small office there. You guys are welcome to come see me. I also still have my day job, so I'm always available by phone. Feel free to call me. I'm there usually 2-3 days a week, doing about 8 hours a day at least. Things are going on pretty good. Quite a few people ask me how's it going, and the answer is it's a little bit of drinking through a water hose right now, but I'm getting up to speed pretty quick. The town staff continues to do their jobs admirably, and really they keep me straight. And one additional item, I checked that there's an article this week about the geotechnical contract that we signed a couple of weeks ago. I checked up, they are currently waiting on the scheduling on the drilling crew, so I should have an answer on that very soon. Excited to get some answers on that project so we can figure out where we're going from there. That's it for me. All right.
Just a reminder that as of July 1st, there are a host of new laws that go into effect, and one of them pertains to agendas. The agenda is required to be posted now after July 1st, and if there are changes to the agenda, like you post the agenda for the July meeting and then you get here and you want to add something, you can add something, but you can't vote on it unless it is extremely time sensitive or urgent in some other way. So it's important that if there's something that you want voted on, that you notify Robbie or the clerk so that it gets on the agenda so that you can take action on it.
And who requires that?
The General Assembly.
We're speaking of the ADU, it's July 1st, 2027.
That's for
That needs to get on the agenda. That and the height restrictions need to get on the agenda. We need to deal with that quickly.
Okay.
Any other announcements?
Marjorie, kudos to you for the second Saturday.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
great job.
I am wrapping up this 4th of July weekend and it kicked my butt. It's been a lot of work. I've had some help. Thank you, Michelle, for putting up with me. So y'all know Friday night, I want you to come to the park. Everything's in the park this year. No fireworks, no drugs. However, we have a lot of other cool things. Thank you for Eric, for Audrey for helping me. He's been a rock over there. And also Shannon, Robbie's daughter, is going to help me with the fight. So anyway, Friday night we have a military band at 6 o'clock. They're only there for an hour. They do drum and fight and jazz music. Please come, bring your coolers, bring your chairs, bring your friends, family. It's going to be more of a patriotic type of music. Then on Saturday, we're going to be really busy all day. It's pep parade at 9:30, meeting there. Nancy Fisk is heading that up. We're going to be having a bike rally that Shannon is gonna head that up for me. I gotta get back with her on that. We're gonna have free face painting for 3 hours. So you have a kid who wants their face painted, if you want your face painted, come over there and get it free. Down paying for it. We're gonna have, hopefully a golf cart rally. I still have to talk to Mike over at the golf cart place. We've got a pie eating contest for the kids starting at 11:30 and the adults at 12 noon, and Taylor from Something Different is heading that up, and hopefully Eric is gonna be able to provide us with a 10 by 20 tent over there. Thank you to the Urbanna Oyster Festival Foundation for that. Then at, also we'll have as many food trucks as I can. I'm hoping Marjorie can help me with that.
I've been trying, but so far no luck.
Okay, well, we're gonna be kind of limited, so bring your cooler with some food.
Do, small town.
Yeah, I still have to call.
Yeah, call Jay.
Anyway, then we have live music by Ray Pittman. A lot of y'all know him. He's been around for 1,000,000 years. He's great. He's coming at 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. He plays. We'll take a little hour break between the bands to get things broken down and set up. My band, Sweet Justice, will play from 5 to 8. I figure it's not gonna get dark till about 9:30. So if anybody wants to go see fireworks somewhere else, that's time to see us and go see fireworks in Deltaville, wherever they're gonna go. We're gonna have, we got mocktails there. I've got ice cream truck coming, from 11 to 2 o'clock, thanks to Taylor, Kimball, Home. And we've got some vendors from the farmer's market that are gonna set up and sell their things out there. We've got the donut people, they're bringing their food truck, not the donut truck, but the chili barbecues and stuff. And then the hot dog dude, Dragon Run, he's coming for about 3 or 4 hours on Saturday. So we'll have some food that you might wanna bring your own little charcuterie thing and put in your cooler and come on. And you can bring whatever beverages you want to drink. We've got somebody checking. Hopefully the police that Michelle lined up for us will check the IDs for us. I can't do much because I will be singing the last half of the day.
Just no glass bottles.
Yeah, no glass bottles, just like second Saturday. But anybody have any questions or any? Okay, that's what I've been doing. So hopefully y'all will come. And I hope that we can, solicit some volunteers like a lot of us do in here. We need more volunteers in this area to help carry on all the cool things that we like to do in Urbanna, because it's hard for a few of us to do it. We need more people involved. That's all I got to say, detail.
And with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
A motion to
All
adjourn.
right, voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.